Hello, everybody. Are you ready for some tea, some wedding tea? Well, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to see you, and I've got a story for you. Allow me to sit this down. Listen, I hope that you have been enjoying this channel because I've had some serious stories, and yes, I've got another one for you today. But let me say something about this one. This one's actually kind of funny, and this is actually a couple that I really enjoyed planning their wedding, as well as I still have a relationship with them even after the fact. So this one isn't a negative one per se, but it's actually quite hilarious. So let's go ahead and get started. Now let me think, what should we call this story? Oh yes, slip and fall. How about that? Slip and fall. And just wait until you hear what happens here. So as I started off by telling you, I really have enjoyed this couple. I enjoyed the planning process with them. They were just amazing, okay? And during this time, we had young daughters, and so they kind of played together, and it just really made the experience really wonderful. But wedding day was absolutely hilarious, okay? And there is always some drama from at least one family member. Let me tell you a little bit about the venue. This was a venue that I used to work at for years. Country club type of venue, actually in one of the suburbs in the Chicagoland area, okay? Both the ceremony and reception were taking place at this country club. The ceremony was going to be outdoors, and the cocktail hour and reception was going to be inside of the venue. Okay, so there's a few little details about the environment. There were about 120 guests invited to this beautiful wedding and reception. It was going to be a great day, a marvelous day. The sun was shining, it was warm. And listen, like I told you, let me reiterate once again, this planning process went really well. So let's fast forward to wedding day. All right, we are at the venue now getting things set up, me and my team, and the bride is there with her wedding party. They have hors d'oeuvres, they're drinking mimosas, all of those fun things that you do prior to the start of the wedding. The photographer's there, the videographer's there. Everybody is on site because the bride is going to be putting on her attire there, as well as the other wedding party members. And then the gentlemen are going to be coming over a little later. So go check on the bride. Everything appears to be going well. But because I have built a relationship with this woman and we've kind of established a nice rapport, I could tell she was a bit off. So I pulled her to the side. I'm like, hey, what's going on? She's like, my sister-in-law is getting on my nerves. Okay. And what she means by sister-in-law is her soon-to-be husband's brother was married. So this woman was going to be her sister-in-law in just a couple hours, all right? And she informed me that she was getting on her nerves. I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? She says, well, remember I told you she likes to make things all about her. This is my day. She's doing too much. She's being extra, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I understand. I says, how would you like me to handle this? Is there anything you want me to do? Do you want me to remove her from the room? Maybe have her dress somewhere else? Let's kind of brainstorm and figure out what we need to do for this person so that you can have a wonderful afternoon, which leads into our ceremony, our cocktail hour, and our reception. She says to me, well, I want her out of here. Okay, no problem. I go find the venue manager and I said, hey, is there another room or even potentially an office in which I can move her to so that the bride could be a little bit more comfortable, a little more relaxed? Venue manager asked what was going on. I kind of gave her a few little details about this woman. She's making the day about her, and it's really not. She's already had her wedding. She didn't have a wedding as grand as this. I don't know, not my business. But today is this bride's day, not yours. I'm gonna need you to fall back, boo. We're gonna move you to another room. And the venue manager was like, okay, cool. Yes, I can go ahead and find somewhere for her to go. So I go over to her, I says, hey, you know what? We're gonna start getting the bride dressed. And so she wants a little bit of privacy, just really wanted to be in the room with her daughter and her maid of honor. She understood, so I took her, helped her gather her things, and we took her to another room. And to make the transition not seem too awkward, the other bridesmaids went as well, right? Great, no issues. We get the bride into her gown now. Things are moving along nicely, swiftly. Here comes the sister-in-law, knocking on the door. Knock, 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 knock. I'm like, okay, hold on. We trying to lace the bride up in her corseted gown. She's knocking on the door. I need to come in. I should be a part of this moment. I'm like, oh, okay. We're going to invite all of the ladies in once we get through this portion of her getting in the gown. Photographer is going to take some photos. I informed her of these things. I actually informed her as well as a wedding party of these things during the rehearsal, but she just felt inclined that she needed to be in the room. Bride is looking at me, basically with eyes. Don't let her in. I'm like, okay, I get it. She ain't coming in, all right? I go out of the door. I says, hey, look, we're almost there. Just give me a few more minutes. I promise I will bring you in. You won't miss anything, but let's have this moment. So the bride is back to being a bit more calm. Things are going well. She's laced in. We're now getting her shoes on. She's taking photos with her daughter. Her mom has been brought into the room. Sister-in-law knocking again. Knock, knock, knock. When is it going to be my turn to come in and take photos with my sister? Ma'am, I told you. I will bring you in when it's your turn. Right now, she is taking photographs and video with her mom and her daughter. I will come and gather the rest of you all soon, all right? So, bride is happy with me. She's loving how I'm kind of handling this, all right? So, I go up to the room where the bridesmaids and this sister-in-law was located. And I says, hey, I need the bridesmaids. You want to come on in and start taking some photos with the bride, all right? She's looking at me. I'm coming. When am I supposed to come? I'm coming. I said, oh, whoa. Calm down a little bit, okay? I'll be back to get you in a few moments, all right? Thank you for your patience. Get the bridesmaids. Bring them down in the room. Photographer, videographer, they're doing their thing. They're handling everything. Next thing I know, there's another knock at the door. Venue manager comes. Yeah, the sister-in-law is going off. She's talking to me saying that you're not doing your job properly. She's missing out on photos. She doesn't know why she's being kept away, blah, 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 blah. I informed the venue manager that this is the bride's request, okay? And I've got to follow what my paid contracted couple has asked me to do. The bride has asked me to kind of keep this woman at bay for as long as possible. So that's what I got to do. She's going to be all right. Everybody just relax. She's going to get the photo. Calm down. Anyways, they're taking photos. I go up to the room. I says, hey, are you okay? What's going on? What's the problem? She informs me that she didn't appreciate how I've been excluding her from the photos and kind of went a little in on me. I'm like, whoa. I never said you couldn't be in photographs. We just have a list of photos that need to be taken. Your name is on there, but I need you to relax so that we can go through things according to the list, as well as making sure that the bride is happy and she's smiling. Well, me and her are cool. I don't know why I can't be in the room, and she's making it again all about her, making it a big deal. I says, give me a few moments, okay? Just give me a few moments. So I go down to the room. I says to the bride, I says, hey, let me say something to you real quick. Let's go ahead and get this photo with your soon-to-be sister-in-law so then she can head on outside and be seated or start greeting wedding guests, whatever she feels inclined to do. But she's about to lose her mind upstairs, and I'm tired of her talking to me crazy. So let's go ahead and get her on down here to take the photos, okay? Bride agrees. I get the woman, I bring her down. She's taking photos. And she's doing extra. She's posing and acting like she's fixing her gown, doing all kinds of stuff unnecessarily, telling the photographer what photo he should get of them and all of the things. I could tell the bride is agitated, but we get through it, okay? I says, okay, great. Finish taking the photos. I'm going to take sister-in-law outside to seat her in the first row on the groom side, since she is the wife of the best man, the groom's brother. So I says, hey, come on with me. Let me take you outside. There are guests already out here. Feel inclined to have conversations, welcome them, etc., etc. The wedding is going to be starting momentarily. All right. So I take her outside, and our time is ticking. I need to start getting the wedding party lined up. My assistant is getting ready with the DJ. You know, we're doing all the things that we have to do right before the ceremony starts. And if you're a wedding planner, you know that 30 minutes before the ceremony is to begin is usually the craziest time of the entire day. Getting everybody lined up, making sure gowns look good, making sure bouquets are in hands and placed where they need to be, making sure boutonnieres are pinned. So we're good, all right? Because I am a stickler about starting on time, and so was this couple, and the venue appreciates me for being that way, all right? So just as we are about to walk out onto the balcony to begin to lead the wedding party down the staircase, down the ceremony aisle, guess who comes up the stairs? Can you guess? Come here. The sister-in-law. Tune in next week for some more wedding tea.